Hello my beauty lovers, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be talking about something that confuses just about everybody. I get so many questions on this topic. How to answer them all? Well, I'm going to answer all of your questions. No confusion. I think I've got you covered this time. Remember, this channel is all about glowing up, transformative skincare, flawless makeup, and a lifestyle to match. If that resonates with you, hit subscribe. Don't forget to ring the notification bell. I want you to know when I post future videos. Okay. So today we're going to be talking all about Dr. Pen. I'm going to tell you everything you want to know. This video should cover it all. I keep getting questions and I keep trying to figure out how can I tell them this? How can I make sure that they understand that? So today's video should be pretty comprehensive. I'm going to go through all of the things. So let's get into it. What is Dr. Pen? Well, Dr. Pen is a professional grade medical microneedling device from A6S Technologies. This is a Chinese company. They have been producing high quality professional grade beauty tools since 2008 that they sell to salons and to consumers in China. So A6S is part of the reason why we're in some of the problems that we're in with the FDA, because A6S tried to clear their A20 device to compete with the skin pen, which is the medical device that med spas use here in the US. And when they did that, because Dr. Pen has all these devices that are sold over the counter on Amazon and by other companies, the FDA said, wait a second, maybe these should be medical devices. So because of that, welcome to our weird little FDA nebulous. A6S Technologies is really the reason why the FDA has kind of reclassified these machines, but that's a long story to tell you that these are pretty good devices. Now, I don't know how the ones that you're buying on the Dr. Pen websites and Amazon that are not like the A20, like the A6S or the M8. I don't know how those measure up to like the skin pen and the A20 Dr. Pen. I will be looking into that for you though, and I will find out those answers if I can. I've been reading over the specs, like the specs that they send the FDA to get approved for these devices, and I can tell you that the A20 and the skin pen are like identical. There's only a few things that are not the same. Like there's a few dissimilarities, but other than that, they're pretty much the same. Let's shelf that because I'm going to come back and explain why that's important. Okay, but let's shelf that and let's talk about just the pen itself. What does it do? So it's designed to stimulate collagen, to improve skin tone and texture, and to increase or enhance product absorption. And the way it works is it has tiny needles, and these are needles from a cartridge, right? It has these tiny needles, and they create micro injuries to the skin. And this micro injuries actually trigger the skin's healing processes, which result in release of those what's called matrix malapropionase, right? And that is that chews up your ununiform collagen and secretes, right, the building blocks for healthy collagen and elastin. It also improves your skin tone and texture because it evens out collagen bundles, which ends up evening out your skin over time. So the more you do it, the more it evens out your skin texture. The more you do it, the more it increases collagen and elastin production. It reduces the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles, right? Because it helps heal those underlayer bundles of collagen that get messed up due to DNA damage. It helps make them more uniform, like younger collagen, and that ends up erasing your fine lines and wrinkles. It also enhances product absorption so that you get more out of your products when you do use them while you're needling. That is why we do it, right? The reason why we do it is so amazing for collagen. I mean, it stimulates collagen production 600 times more, right? That's not even 100, that's like 600 times more than without it. So that right there should tell you if you have any serious skin damage or signs of aging, and you feel like, hey, I didn't do this in my 20s that I should have done. I didn't do this in my 40s or my 30s that I should have done. You can reverse that clock, right? This is collagen banking, right? This is what they're talking about when they're talking about collagen banking. It's like putting extra collagen in reserve, right? That's what you're doing with microneedling. You're putting extra collagen in reserve. So What are the parts of the pen? Well, I brought 2 pens with me today. I brought the M8 pen. This is the M8S pen. And then I brought the A6S pen, my 2 favorite pens by Dr. Pen. And I wanted to show you the components. First of all, you have the pen body, right? So the pen body also contains a rechargeable battery that is built into the pen itself. Now on the A6S, that is detachable. So it has 2 of these and they're detachable, and I'll show you right? So there's 2 of these batteries. Where's the other one? I think this is it. So there's 2 of these rechargeable batteries. And then there's the one that comes, on the pen itself. They both have the adjustable speed dials. So you can adjust the speed to that. And they both have that. They both have the depth adjustment dials as well. So all of them, and they all go up to 2.5. You can go all the way from 0 to 2.5 on both of these dials. The A6S dial is harder to read and see than the M8S dial. It's like they knew that this was hard to read because it's a shiny metallic. And so they kind of put it on a flatter, they made it more of a plastic piece instead. So that helps you read it better. So that's pretty cool. They all have disposable needle cartridges, and they come with a variety of cartridges. Like the pen that I just got, the M8S, came with 3 16s, 3 36s, and I think 4 nanos or something like that. Anyway, for 10 cartridges total. So they all have the disposable needle cartridges as well. So the Dr. Pen AS6, it has the same thing, only it comes with 2 extra batteries and a charger so that you could charge one while you're using it. I don't think you'd ever need to, but it's there. I've never used them. I've only used this one battery ever the entire time I've had it. So to microneedle your face, now that you know what all the parts are, I want to show you how to put a pin on. And the reason why I want to show you this is because, so when you'll get these cartridges, right, this is how they come, like this, your cartridges, and these are what have the needles in them. And you open them up like this, and this is a fresh, sterile needle. You do not need to sterilize this. It's already sterile, okay? This plastic protects the needles, and it has to be the right one for the right pen. So make sure that whatever pen you have, you're using the cartridge for that pen, because they will not fit other pens. So you just load it in there like this, and you just put it on like that, and you take the top off, and it's loaded. Now it's ready to do. So you just set the dial, right? And then you set the speed. Okay, that's all you have to do. So how do you choose the right cartridge? Well, there are different cartridges to choose from depending on which part of the body that you're doing. So the cartridges go all the way from 11 to 36, okay? So cartridges 11 through 18, those are cartridges that are really designed for the face. Any areas like, fine lines, deep wrinkles, loose skin, acne scars, pigmentation, deep scars are gonna be like your 11 to 18, right? And really I use 11 to 16 for my face. I usually mainly use the 16 because that's what's easy to get. Now you could do an 11 if you were trying to get really fine acne scars, but honestly the 16 is going to be fine for you even with the acne scars. It's not going to matter. So just making sure that you get between the 11 to 18, and that's for your face. And then the 24 and above, I think it does go up to 42 actually, is for your body. So how do you choose the right speed settings? Well, the Dr. Pen actually also has a speed setting guide for the recommended speed settings that they want you to use for their pen. And as a general rule, the face is 1 to 4 speed setting, and then the body area is 4 and above speed setting. So really, I use a 3 to 4 speed setting all over my face, but Dr. Pen's website does tell you to use a 1 to 2 around the eyes and the nose. So that's a slower speed setting. So I use the 3 to 4 setting on my whole face, and you're welcome to do that. Or you could follow the Dr. Penn specs, and I'm putting them up there. I'll put the link down there too. Feel free to follow their specs. The speed setting really is up to you. Just make sure you don't go above a 4 on your face. You do not want to have a high speed on your face. So hopefully I cleared up the speed setting issue. Really, the speed is up to you. The more slowly that the pen goes up and down, the easier it is for you to control. Okay, so if you are new to this, feel free to put yours at a setting 2 and to keep it at a setting 2 for your whole face to start off with. That's okay. Now, what about my personal recommendations as far as depth settings? So I went over that in another video, but as a general rule, I like to go between a 1 millimeter and a 1.5 in my cheek area, okay? Along my jawline, I like to at least do a 1 millimeter, okay? 1 millimeter down here, 1 to 1.5 here, 1 millimeter here, okay? Then at my neck, I like to go at a 0.75. My forehead, I like to keep it between a 0.75 and a 1 millimeter because the forehead is very thin skin and I don't tend to go very high on that. Now I do like to make sure to get along my hairline because, right, it's gonna tighten your skin, and if you tighten just a little area of your skin, look at the lift on that. So you really wanna make sure that you hit every part of that upper hairline to pull that skin up. My nose, I stick at a 0.5 to 0.75 tops on my nose. I know when I do it in the med spa, they always go 1.25 on my nose, but I usually use numbing cream. So if you're gonna do your nose, it's a sensitive area. So keep that in mind. And then around my eyes, I only go to like 0.5 max. I usually stick at about a 0.3 millimeters here. Okay, 0.25 to 0.3 millimeters because that's really thin skin and it only goes, the whole thickness of that area right here is only 0.5 millimeters tops, that's it. So if you get 0.5, you're gonna bleed there. Like you're gonna bleed because that's how thick that skin is. You're gonna hit blood if you get to that point. By keeping it at a 0.3, you keep it just at the bottom of that. It's gonna make a lot of significant skin changes. You could always go a little deeper. Like if you have crow's feet and you wanna hit just the crow's feet, you know, put it up to a 0.4 or a 0.5 for just that area and then go back down to 0.3. It's just really, really thin skin. So keep that in mind. So those are the depths that I like. My favorite models are the M8S and the A6S. And let me, this chart right here. This is their devices with their features. And if you see like, you can see like the A6S and the M8S, the two that I have, are the ones that have a higher RPG. That's why I prefer these two. Now the other one that has a higher RPM or RPM, sorry, not RPG, RPM is the X5. So that's the other one, but I prefer to buy, these are my two favorites, and mainly because they do have a higher RPM. They're a little bit closer to the salon. Like I said, I'm doing research right now. I'm gonna tell you what I think about this in relation to like the salon tools in general. I'm looking at all the specs, all the things right now. I'm doing the research. That'll be coming out in a video soon. Now, the only thing that they don't have is like, they don't have like, you know, upgraded protective cases, inductive bases, you know, things like that. But every other feature is there. Also, I would say that probably like your A9 and your A6 regular ones are gonna be good too. But that little chart will show you why I prefer those two, like why I purchased these two devices over all the others. Okay, and then in terms of purchasing a legitimate Dr. Pen. So now that we've talked about what the pens are, what their components are, how to use them, what kind of cartridges to purchase, what kind of speed setting to have it on. Now we're gonna talk about why it's so hard to get a legitimate Dr. Pen, because this is one of the biggest questions that I get asked all the time. Where do I purchase a legitimate Dr. Pen device? While Ikai Technologies creates extremely great products, there are some challenges to purchasing a Dr. Pen, and there are a couple of reasons why. The first reason that you guys have this problem is that there is no official distributor of Ikai Technologies Dr. Pens. There's none. That's why you could find it on Amazon, and now it's like you can't find it on Amazon. There are a couple of websites that have begun to sell official Dr. Pens. Dr. Pen Australia's cousin, Dr. Pen US, and I'm going to put the URL here, and I'm putting it in the description box, okay? So this is the company that is actually getting legitimate Ikai Technology devices. And I'm also going to put in there the links for you to check your device to make sure that you have a legitimate Dr. Pen device, okay? Because there are a lot of counterfeit companies in China also that are producing really low quality, quick plastic parts pens and selling them as Dr. Pen on Amazon. So please be careful. I've had people that I know that have purchased these. So make sure that, because the quality is so low in the counterfeits, just be very careful. Dr. Pen has high quality products. The Ikai Technologies does. They also produce other things, and I'm going to be putting that out in another video. Okay, so be looking for that too. Just because the Dr. Pen doesn't sell directly, they actually sell to third parties. So those websites that you're getting it from, the websites that are selling Dr. Pen, they are selling the legitimate Ikai Technology products. The ones that I'm giving you are. You can buy them, you can still purchase them. You just have to be very careful, because you can easily purchase a counterfeit product now. A couple of safety issues and maintenance issues is to make sure that you understand that these are disposable cartridges only. Now, on the two websites I gave you, one of the websites, the Australian one, I'm going to link that in there because they have all the Dr. Pen specs. So they have they even have how to sterilize one of these cartridges if you want to reuse it. Now, I'm not promoting reusing the cartridges. And I do know that Dr. Pen says their cartridges are for single use only. So you do this at your own risk. So if you decide to reuse, make sure to sterilize these before you reuse them. Do not reuse them without sterilizing. I prefer the throwaway method. I know they're expensive. They're hard to get your hands on. I get it if you want to reuse them. Make sure you replace the batteries as needed. You do not want your battery, these are needles going into your skin. I would just charge it in between uses. And then always follow proper skincare routines before and after treatments. I have a microneedling video how-to, I'm gonna link here. Feel free to follow my tutorial. I'm not gonna go into all of that today. I just wanted to present all of this information to you so that you knew where to purchase pens, what kind of cartridges to buy, what speed settings to use, what components you're gonna get in the pen, and where to purchase all of the components as well. Okay, so remember, microneedling is a powerful treatment. Start slowly, be gentle with your skin, always prioritize safety and hygiene above all things. Stay beautiful, stay glowing, and I'll see you next time on Glow Up with Shelly.